Hello everyone and welcome to a Unreal Engine 4 lesson. This is basically going over what we did in the previous lesson in our college. So as you can see here, I'm testing out the AI interface. You can see the entire interface over here. You can see the brushes, the cinematics, all that kind of stuff. You can see the entire thing. I kind of mess around with the mouse here because we used Windows at college. However, here I'm using a Mac, so the controls are a little bit different, but you know, I get used to it. As you can see here, I'm having a look at the geometry section, visual effects, cinematics, and basics. What we used in class, we used the geometry section in order to just create simple shapes. We just used it to create a box to get used to using the actual geometry section. As you can see here, I'm still messing around. I couldn't get used to it. To the right, you will see different transformation tools. You can see it. I'm moving the thing, and the location changes. Now you can see I'm working on the X, Y, and Z values. Now this is a 3D dimensional thing. So as you can see, we have those three arrows above our object, the blue, the red, and the green. If I'm correct, Y is green, X is red, and Z is blue, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. That's what I believe. Yeah, I believe I am correct. And as you can see, I'm just messing around. I was just messing around with it. It currently has no materials added to it because I don't have the materials to add any textures onto it because those are all in college. Now, as you can see here, I'm duplicating the materials. Now you're seeing I'm messing around with the X, Y, Z values again. Basically, what we were doing is we were just messing around with it, truly. We just wanted to create something very simple. We just wanted to get used to the interface. As you can see, though, what I was trying to do here was I was trying to create a subtractive model. So basically what that means is you have addition and subtractive. Addition is basically the full model cube like you see over there. Basically, you have the full model. Subtractive means it's when you have another shape and you combine it with the, let's say the cube by here. When you use subtractive, when you merge the two cubes together, the cube that is subtractive will take away that shape from the model itself. So yeah, I tried messing around with that. I couldn't get too far, nothing too much. But at this point, I tried messing around with the brushes. And as you can see here, as I went to the box, I forgot I changed it to subtractive. As you can see at the bottom of the geometry section, you can have add and subtractive. As you can see, that box will now take away a certain section because of its size. So if I change the values, you can see that it starts dipping in, it starts creating smaller shapes. It's currently on a gridlock of 10. If you have a look on the screen and you look at the right of the viewport, you can see that I just changed the value from 10 to 100, and as you can see, it's gridlocked to only move that many spaces each time. So you can't move it freely now. It automatically snaps it to a position for you, which is good when creating maybe structures and all that. But when you want to go more in depth for details and stuff, then you probably want it on freeform. But for now, it's good. And as you can see, I'm having a look at the interface. You can see I'm looking at third person, the content. That's where we store all our textures and materials and, you know, meshes. As you can see here, I got the cube materials. I got all the cubes and all that. But that's basically all we did. We just messed around. So I hope you enjoyed this. And I will be back in week 2.